Radio Leeds.
Now, if you were out and about in West Yorkshire's night spots in the late 80s or early 90s, chances are you'll have seen my next two guests, Graham Wildman and James Medcalf. They were in full flow back in the 1980s, and they were a Leeds band called Wild Spice. And they're back, and here they are now.
Hey,
all right, fellas.
hey,
nice one. So here we are, the big comeback. Graham and James in the studio with me. Just remind us what sort of venues you were playing, what sort of music you were playing, what sort of, what the atmosphere was.
Yeah, basically.
This is Graham here now.
We was an indie pop band, obviously in the era that you said, and we used to play big venues, Mr. Craig's in Leeds. We used to play the Warehouse, Rooftop Gardens.
In Wakefield, yeah?
Yeah, in Wakefield, yeah. The Merrion Centre, which was Ritz's at the time, which has changed its name now, I think, to Oceana or some other name now. And yeah, we used to do, big venues really, and used to fill them and have a good fun.
The Duchess as well. We used to do the Duchess of York.
Oh yeah, Hugo Boss as it is now.
Yeah.
There's some great bands on there.
Oh,
there's some great history there, isn't there?
Yeah.
And you were part of the scene. I mean, when you say Wild Spice, people think, well, I don't remember any top 10 hits, but you were big in the area, were you?
Yeah, with a local band. We had a big following at the time. We really did, genuinely. We had gigs. I remember one gig we did, Ritz's the Merrion Centre, and they had to close the doors. They were full at 2,000 capacity, and they just turned around and said, "Look, guys, we can't let any more fans in. We're too full." So
that's all right, isn't it?
So there we were. But yeah, that was then, and this is now, I suppose.
Fantastic.
Now we're a bit older.
Well, you still look pretty fresh, you two, I must say.
Thank you.
James, just explain why you've come back together again.
Basically for this single, Graham had cancer 2 years ago, so and he got through it and he's all right now. So we wrote a Christmas song and we thought we'll put it to a good cause. So it's that's what we've done. So all the money goes to cancer research for this, everything.
So that was the momentum to get something going.
Yeah. We've also recorded other songs.
Other songs too.
We want to do next year.
This was the real push. And Graham, you've had cancer yourself. You've had cancer in your family several times.
Yeah. I mean, my father died of cancer. My mother's had cancer, and I've had cancer myself. So obviously, to me, it's a personal thing. And the reason I went for Cancer Research UK is basically because their aim is to stop and prevent cancer. So if we can stop cancer, then there isn't a problem anymore. So of all the different sort of charities and cancer things that we could go for, I thought, well, if I go for the one that can hopefully one day stop it, then the problem's gone. So that's why I went for Cancer Research UK.
Right.
And we've brought out this single called Christmas Time.
Should we have a listen to it?
Yeah, why not?
I've lined it up with the
please.
hook here, guys. Okay. Hope this is all right for you.
Get the right one.
That's very catchy. Who are the backing vocalists there? That's a great little... You're doing that yourself, falsetto, they call it in the trade, don't they?
Correct, mate.
That's clever, yeah.
All the vocals are us, they really are. A lot of people said that. I was in a studio a while ago recording another song, and someone was going, "Which lady's singing that song?" I'm sure I know who's singing that, and I'm like, "You do, it's me." Like, really?
Graham, how do you do that on stage then? That's a clever trick if you can do it live. How do you do that live? You just break off and do the high bit here.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Right, okay.
You've got it, yeah.
Speaking of breaking off, how did you actually split up in the first time? Was there a massive punch-up outside Ritzy's or
it'd be great if it was. No,
what happened?
There's not one of us that can knock skin off a rice pudding, so it won't have been us fighting. But
oh, see, right, okay.
no, basically, I mean, other things took over in life. As you do, life comes forward. You meet people, you get married, you have children. Life moves forward. So music really got sort of put to one side. And for the last, good 10 years, really, I've just been concentrating on working and raising a family. Obviously, then cancer came along. And it made me sort of change my priorities in life, really. Realise that it's not just about working hard, your family and your friends do come first.
Changes your perspective,
yeah,
doesn't it?
It really did. And then it sort of made me realise that music was always a love of mine. It's always run through my veins as a child. So I thought, you know what, Graham, you've had cancer, you've beat it. Why don't you start doing things you enjoy again? So
that's lovely. What did you do as a career then when we finished the band?
Yeah, well, I had a couple of businesses.
Yeah. And James, what did you do?
I've got a family building business.
Have you? Yeah. So you left music behind and you went into building. Well,
yeah.
Well, this is the song here. And how do we get hold of this if we want to buy the song?
Yeah, basically what you do is you've two ways to get hold of it. It's very easy. You can go to YouTube, type in Wild Spice Christmas Time and the song will come up, and that will lead you to a link where you can buy it. And the other way is going to our website, which is www.wildspice.co.uk, and at the end of the day the song is only 79 pence, so it's not a king's ransom to buy it, and it's for a fantastic cause.
That's very nice. And looking at you two, it's Graham Wildman here and James Metcalf from Wild Spice, evokes, seeing as there are two of you, and it's just two in the band these days.
That's it, yeah, there's two of us, yeah.
Evokes another 80s duo made up of George Michael and Andrew Ridgely, but which is which?
Yeah.
Would you see yourself as the George Michael there?
Yeah, definitely. Bent as an iron bob.
Well, there you go.